You've tried willpower, and you know how that goes. You white-knuckle it for 2 weeks, maybe 3, and then you're back. Same patterns, same reactions, same version of yourself you were trying to leave behind. And the worst part isn't falling back, it's the shame. I know better. Why can't I just do it? Here's what nobody's telling you. It's not a discipline problem. I'm Cody DeLong, and this is King of Me. Willpower is a temporary tool. It can achieve a lot in the short term, but it's not built to last. There are two systems that matter here. The neocortex, the language brain, the rational brain, the part processing these words right now. It sets goals, makes plans. It tells itself to be better. Willpower lives here. Below that is what behavioral science calls the primal brain. It's older, faster, running on pattern, emotion, and survival wiring that hasn't changed in 200,000 years. It makes decisions before your rational brain knows what happened. You don't decide to flinch. You don't decide to shut down under pressure. You don't decide to cave when she pushes back. The primal brain already took action. Willpower is the neocortex trying to override a system that is structurally faster and more powerful than it is. You can do it short term, but you can't sustain it because sustaining willpower requires constant conscious effort, which is exhausting. And the primal brain is just running in the background with zero effort, waiting for you to get tired. That's not weakness, it's just physics. The primal brain responds to two things: novelty and identity. Not motivation, not goals, not a better morning routine. Here's what most men miss. They try to become someone better. The shift that actually works is refusing to keep being who they've been. Those are not the same thing. One is about hope, the other is about threat. The primal brain responds to threat faster than it moves towards reward. The man who says, I am not the man who lets that slide anymore, is using a different engine than the man who says, I'm going to try harder. The first one creates a gap between who you've declared yourself to be and how you're currently behaving. That gap has weight, and your brain doesn't like it. It creates automatic pressure towards change without willpower, without motivation speeches, without grinding effort. This is what the research calls identity-based behavior change. And it's the foundation of the Crown framework. Declare the identity, live in the gap, and let the gap do the work. There's one more piece of this that changes everything. Behavioral science is clear. The primal brain is wired primarily for threat avoidance, not reward seeking. We move away from danger faster than we move towards opportunity. Fear of who you're becoming is more powerful than hope for who you could be, which means the frame that produces lasting change is not, I want to be better. It's, I refuse to keep being who I've been. That's not aspiration. It's refusal. You're not trying to become a better man. You're refusing to keep being the man you've been. Those aren't the same thing. The second one goes all the way down, past the habits, past the goals, past the effort, down to your core, to the identity that's been running the show, mostly unsupervised, for decades. That's where change either sticks or it doesn't. Now let me bring this home. Willpower doesn't just fail in the gym. It fails in your relationship. You've had the conversation, the one where you tell yourself you're going to stay calm, not take the bait, hold your ground. And then she says the thing and you're off. Every man over 50 who's struggling in his relationship has tried to willpower his way through it, and you get the same results for the same reasons. The primal brain is in charge, yours and hers, and it's running on identity signals, not scripts. She's not responding to your argument. She's responding to who you are at a level below conscious thought. She's also responding to her own identity cues, but that's for another video. If you're performing patience while feeling contempt, she feels your contempt. If you're performing confidence while feeling afraid, she feels the fear in you. The performance doesn't penetrate, but the identity does. That is why authenticity cannot be performed. It has to be built. A man who has genuinely done the crown work broadcasts something the primal brain picks up immediately. something no script can replicate and no performance can fake. So the question is never, how do I act differently? It's, who do I actually need to be so that acting differently is just what I naturally do? That's not a willpower question. That's a Crown question. And that's where this work begins. The goal isn't greater willpower. The goal is to change what you are at your core so that the behavior you want is just who you are now. That's how you actually get different results that last. I have a free PDF in the description below called the Crown Audit. And in composing this audit, I took it myself. And I got to tell you, it's pretty cool. I learned a couple things, and it's changed the way I've thought about certain issues. Certain things about my identity became more clear. So grab your copy today. It's free. Stop drifting, start leading.